We'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Merriman, not here. Mr. Mattern,
Here.
Dr. Scarpone,
Present.
fiscal officer, not here. Solicitor, Mr. Lynn.
Present.
Mayor Mike Petrola.
Present.
Administrator, Mr. Kasegi.
Present.
Mr. DeStefano.
Here.
Mr. Spence, here. Mrs. Dameron.
Here.
As we stand for a moment of silence in the pledge, may we also remember for our moment of silence that today is the Remembrance Day of Pearl Harbor. Now, please stand. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I get a motion to appoint Randy Spence as administrator and/or clerk for this meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern,
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone,
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano,
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Dameron.
Yay.
All right. Next, we would need an approval from our last meeting of the minutes, November 16th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern,
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone,
I have to abstain.
Mr. DeStefano,
Abstain.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Dameron.
Yay.
All right. Is there anyone wishing to appear before council this evening? All right, moving right along. I will turn it over to our solicitor for our ordinances and resolutions.
First resolution is resolution number 2023-72, a resolution providing for transfer and establishment, for transfer and establishing estimated revenue for the Village of Wintersville for the calendar year 2023 and declaring an emergency.
Can I get a motion to suspend the rules for Resolution 2023-72?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern,
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone,
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano,
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Dameron.
Yay.
I'll make a motion to accept Resolution 2023-72.
So moved. 2372.
Second it. Mr. Mattern,
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone,
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano,
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Dameron.
Yay.
That last resolution, just a quick explanation, that was money transferred in for the USDA police cruiser loan, which we've had that police cruiser loan, I think, for a few years now. That money transferred in was $11,820.39. Okay.
Next is ordinance number 2023-73, an ordinance providing for amending and revising the appropriations of expenditures for the Village of Wintersville for the calendar year 2023 and declaring an emergency.
Can I get a motion to suspend the rules for Ordinance 2023-73?
So
moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern,
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone,
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano,
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Dameron.
Yay.
Can I get a motion to accept Ordinance 2023-73?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Mattern,
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone,
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano,
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Dameron.
Yay.
Again, that ordinance was again revising funds and permanent appropriations for the USDA police cruiser loan.
Next is ordinance number 2023-74, an ordinance providing for amending and revising the appropriations of expenditures for the Village of Wintersville for the calendar year 2023 and declaring an emergency.
Can I get a motion to suspend the rules for Ordinance 2023-74?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
I get a motion to accept ordinance 2023-74.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
That ordinance was appropriations regarding the police levy of moving the money from health insurance over to insurance and bonding.
Next is resolution number 2023-75, a resolution providing for the establishment of funds for the Village of Wintersville for the calendar year 2023 and declaring an emergency.
Can I get a motion to suspend the rules for ordinance 2023-75?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
Can I get a motion to accept ordinance 2023-75?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
That resolution was establishing the funds for capital projects to account for our RETA, 2023 road surfacing for OPWC, the dog park with the state capital grant, and unclaimed money in different funds.
Next is resolution number 2023-76, a resolution providing for additional estimated revenue for the Village of Wintersville for the calendar year 2023 and declaring an emergency.
Can I get a motion to suspend the rules for ordinance 2023-76?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
Can I get a motion to accept ordinance 2023-76?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
This resolution was to establish the dog park fund with the state capital grant and the grant from the Jefferson County Commissioners.
The next is 2023-77, an ordinance providing for amending and revising the appropriations of expenditures for the Village of Wintersville for the calendar year 2023 and declaring an emergency.
Can I get a motion to suspend the rules for ordinance 2023-77?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
Can I get a motion to accept ordinance 2023-77?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
This ordinance was for the dog park fund as well, to get capital outlay and engineering with permanent appropriations.
Next is ordinance number 2023-78, an ordinance providing for an advance from the general fund to the 2023 dog park fund for the Village of Wintersville for the calendar year 2023 and declaring an emergency.
Can I get a motion to suspend the rules for ordinance 2023-78?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
Can I get a motion to accept ordinance 2023-78?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Damerman?
Yay.
That fund was to pay our engineering costs out of the general fund for $4,744. Melanie wanted to get this paid before the end of the year, and we are not able to touch the capital grant money until the bids are signed off on. So that's why we needed the advance from the general fund.
And finally is ordinance number 2023-79, an ordinance providing for amending and revising the appropriations of expenditures for the Village of Wintersville for the calendar year 2023 and declaring an emergency.
I make a motion to suspend the rules for ordinance 2023-79. I get a second?
So moved.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence? Yay. Mrs. Dameron?
Yay.
Can I get a motion to accept ordinance 2023-79?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence? Yay. Ms. Dameron?
Yay.
This ordinance was for the police levies, to move money into the Ohio Police and Fire Retirement Fund and Police Personal Services, also for the SOAR, to take money from their operating costs and move it to the contractual services.
We have one more.
We have one more that's not on there.
It's weird. That's number 80. First reading.
Just the first reading.
It's on the minutes. I'm just looking for a title. Okay. I would like to And this one's 79, this is 80. Do we have a title for this?
It's just going to be permanent appropriations, 2380. Just going to read off the front here. Yeah, everybody's got it. Last page.
What are we going to do for a third read on this?
I'll have to suspend it. Just wait a second here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just for a first read.
This will be ordinance number 2023-80, and the title will be Permanent Appropriations for the Village of Wintersville.
For calendar year 2024.
For calendar year 2024.
Yep.
It's a first reading.
And this is a first reading.
All right. Thank you, Jake, and our clerk, Randy. On to our announcements. Reminder citizens, our light up contest will be December 16th and 17th, 2023. Council, if you can get me your top three, you can text it, email to me, call me, whatever. Addresses, please, by Monday so we can figure out the winners for this year's light up contest. Garbage pickup for businesses will be December 25th, or no, I apologize, December 25th and January 1st. We will not have any garbage pickup for businesses. Your pickup will be Tuesday instead of Monday. It'll be a double garbage route on Tuesday. That is for businesses only. Everyone, please, we know winter is coming, so if your garbage doesn't get picked up on time, do not have a panic. You don't need to call here 1,000 times. You don't need to call myself or Jesse. We'll probably be out helping with snow. That's why I'm saying that. So if it's snowing, just be patient. We will get your trash. Jesse's gone out and got trash in his own truck. I've gotten trash. We will get your garbage. But if there's a snowstorm, we will probably be late getting to that. So please be patient. All right, on to reports and communications. Mayor's Court report for the month of November 2023. City revenue was $13,904.82. State revenue was $3,195.50. Other revenue was $224.50. For a grand total revenue for November of 2023 of $17,324.82. Police report for November of 2023. We had 90 complaints, 87 traffic arrests, 6 criminal arrests, 9 accidents, 18 cases, 10 alarm calls, 13 juvenile cases, 8 nuisance enforcement, 198 incoming calls, 2 parking violations, 0 vehicle impounds, 3 K-9 requests, and 30 auxiliary hours. Council, you'll also see an updated list for all the nuisance calls for the entire year in your packet. Next, the code enforcement report for the month of November 2023. We had 1 license for $75. We had 10 permits for $400, and a grand total of $475 for the month of November 2023. All right. Mr. Lockhart? You're ready, sir.
I have no report tonight.
All right. Councilman Spence must have strong-armed you before the meeting. Got it. All right. Charlene, do you have anything this evening?
Yeah, I just have a short one. Good evening, council.
Good evening.
I just have a short one for SVRTA. Just the 3-year contract was approved for the drivers today. And the 2 mechanics they have, their contract hasn't been approved yet by the board. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you.
Charlene.
Thank you, Charlie.
All right. On to the mayor's report. Council, just a reminder, Friday, December 22nd at 12, we will have our employee Christmas party up here catered by Postillo. For all the village employees, council, you're more than welcome to come, obviously. Just a quick reminder. On to a lot of thank yous. We had a great second winter weekend here in the village. There's a lot of people who deserve a lot of different thanks all over the place. The Methodist Church inviting everyone for their light up night. Easy Fresh Meals was doing chili tasting and donating the money to the Tony Terramana Cancer Center. What else do we got? Councilwoman Penny Scarpone, 2 years in a row constructing our float, did an awesome job. Penny did that with assistance from Mr. Coppa. We thank Bob for helping her. They knocked it out of the park again. So we're hoping you're gonna start on next year's right now. Joel John, he did a lot of work behind the scenes, and obviously if you saw the luminaries, it was terrific to look down Main Street that night and see the whole town lit up. It was really awesome. The Wednesdays and Wintersville Committee, they did tons of work, volunteering, organizing everything. We want to thank them. We want to thank Eastern Construction and Excavating, Brennan Stover, and Chief Lou Vanderborn for letting us have a last-minute surprise at the beginning of the parade. Moving and Grooving Productions, the Indian Creek Band, Nick Riley that was here. A big thank you to Tammy and Tom Straka. They organized the Christmas parade, got everybody out safely, and for the second year in a row, I'm happy to say we broke the record. That was our biggest parade in history. So hopefully we can continue that trend with the number of participants we have coming in. There's a lot of people donated to the ice rink this year, so we want to thank all those different people and their businesses. We definitely want to thank the police department, the entire police department and the entire public works department came out that night to help with the parade and make sure everyone was safe. Lou, maybe you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if it's ever happened that every single person in the public works and the Wintersville PD came out, but it was awesome to see everyone with their trucks. Everyone did it smiling. It was awesome. And they made sure all of us were safe, besides the Grinch. Last but not least, we want to thank the citizens taking part in everything. It was a great weekend. I think everybody had a lot of fun. I do want to share something that a citizen did inform me of. This was pretty interesting statistic. So I don't do a lot of TikTok. I don't have a TikTok, but Lucas Fouts, he had a video of our chief chasing the Grinch down Main Street before the parade, and it is currently at 1.6 million views, still being viewed, shared, and liked. And this was an interesting stat they gave him. It's actually in 5 different countries already. In the top 5 countries, obviously, the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. So, Lou, you are going to have to sign autographs probably after this meeting. So, but thank you, everyone. It was great to be a part of it. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun this year. Next up, we want to just thank Angie Penner and Coach Coos. They brought the Indian Creek girls softball team here for community service hours. They helped Tammy decorate up here. They decorated our tree in the lobby. They decorated the tree outside. It was a fun day. If you know Coach Coos, he's always entertaining. So we had a lot of fun that day, and we want to thank them for volunteering and helping make this village look awesome for Christmas. Also want to thank Mimi and Keith Wilson and their grandkids, Emma and Parker Lamp. They have been decorating our gazebo on Winter Drive for years for Christmas. It's a family tradition they do every year after Thanksgiving, and it looks awesome if you've gone by there. So we definitely want to thank them for continuing their family tradition, but also making the village look very nice, especially this time of the year. Council, I want to thank you guys for approving the plan with Griffin paving and striping. If anyone's had a chance, the work has been completed for the thermoplastic on Winter Drive, Luray Drive, Woodridge Drive, and obviously the beginning of Fernwood. We fixed that little area that was a little bit messed up. Thank you for approving that. I've had a lot of questions. What is thermoplastic? Why did we do it? It is different than paint. It is cost effective and is a much more sustainable option to have lines on roadways. So, Council, thank you again. Want to thank all our crews, George, Teddy, Levante, Bob, Benny, Randy Spence, Councilwoman Penny Scarpone, and our Administrator Jesse Kasegi. We've had a few water breaks, and everybody's pitched in one way or another here. Late nights, getting the guys water. I think Randy and Penny were trying to help the guys, and they had water shooting in the air. It's been an adventure and a learning process for everyone, but thank you guys for all your dedication to the village, especially during these water breaks. I know the guys appreciate it, and our guys have done a tremendous job being efficient and getting these breaks fixed. Next, we had a little issue. During the parade, obviously the road was blocked. A citizen made a comment about one of our police officers taking a woman from Kroger parking lot over to Postallo, where she works. That woman told the police officer she had to get to work, she had bills to pay, which is admirable this day and age. The citizen said, well, that's where your tax money goes. That is right. That is where your tax money goes. Our police officers would help anybody in a time of need. That is their job. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't leave this village. So the next person that has an issue with one of my police officers, call me directly, 740-424-1975. There's no need to get on the internet, run your mouth. Administrator Kasegi was very professional in his response, which I appreciate because my wife wouldn't let me answer. Probably saved myself another lawsuit or something. But again, our police officers are here to protect and serve. That woman needed to get to work. She needed to pay her bills. She couldn't get through because we had the roads blocked. It wasn't her fault at all. So again, thank you to our police force for what you do every day. All right. Next on the agenda, Council, I just want to give you a heads up what the public works have been accomplishing. Monday, we have on Well Day and Decisive where Decisive Cable used to be in Wellday Drive. Jesse and Teddy are going to be going over there, dig up and fix a catch basin. They were working on the spring by Indian Creek School on the hillside there. We should have that wrapped up tomorrow, and then hopefully that'll hold. And if there's an issue, we'll get back at it towards springtime, and we're going to be addressing the other spring by Sienna Woods again. Also, the plows and spreaders are on the salt trucks. Everything is ready to go here for winter. Just a little bit of an update on our projects. Next, Jesse and I have been discussing our building maintenance plan, which we put in place in 2022. As you've seen, George has done a great job painting, getting the offices cleaned up. We're gonna get some new flooring in a couple spots, and hopefully in 2024, he can start painting down at the police department. And Jesse's got some great ideas to how we're gonna fix up a little bit of our conference room there, so that if the public needs it or anyone needs it, and we'll be able to have Zoom meetings and things like that in there. So Jesse's got a great plan, as always. Next, we want to welcome another new business. I talked to the owner today, Andrea Jackson. Her business is We Do Bling and Your Tiny Dancer. They are locally owned. Right now, they actually have been shipping across the country. It's all web-based, but she decided it was time that she wanted to open up a storefront. So that would bring us to 11 new businesses for 2023. That was 13 in 2022, so we're at a total of 24 in 2 years. So great job. We welcome their business. They look forward to getting open in early to mid-spring is when they're trying to be open. They will be located on 402 Main Street. Next, I want to give council an update on our Appalachian Grant project. Obviously, we are involved with Jefferson County Soil and Water. Let me tell you something, whether Jefferson County Soil and Water wins or doesn't win anything, Aaron Dodds, who has taken the lead on this, deserves 100% a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly. Hats off to him. This is a massive undertaking for someone, and he deserves tons of credit whether they win or not. But I did get news today. We are officially in. So we are one of the 30 unique activities, as it's called, within the big project of the Jefferson County Soil and Water. Our project that we're in is over 21 of the 32 Appalachian counties are involved in our specific project. Our project overall is estimated, and this is still estimated, $98.5 million. And our project that we are involved in is called the Heart of Appalachian, Ohio. So the grants are due in tomorrow. I signed the final paperwork. I've been working with Aaron. He's been great to deal with. I signed the paperwork today with him. The review will be in January of 2024. The awards will be announced in March. So we will know March of 2024 if any of the things we submitted for the village will be getting funded, if Jefferson County as a whole, the soil and water, if it'll be getting funded. So I will keep everybody up to date on that. If we do get funded, the engineering and design will take place from April to July of 2024. Everything will go out to bid in July of 2024. And then everything needs to be under contract by September of 2024. And then finally, the entire project, ribbon cuttings and all, everything has to be done by October of 2024. Or 2026, I apologize.
Pretty
2020. Yeah, I was like, whew, a lot of 24s there. But October of 2026. So hopefully we will get funded. It'll be huge for this village and huge for the whole area with the projects that he has slated in his grant project.
Is that available anywhere to see what those projects are?
Did he have it on? I think he will have it online. I can email it to you, though. He did send me a copy. It's really nice. There's a lot in there, a lot, but it's really awesome to see. Lastly, council, we've been without a fiscal officer for, I think, close to a year now. And that search has not been a fun or easy one. It's kind of been long. But I believe we have finally found someone. Her name is Rachel Morrison. And with your approval, I would like to appoint Rachel Morrison as our part-time fiscal officer with a starting wage of $16 an hour. And she would start immediately as soon as we have her background checks. What else? Drug and urine test and all that. So again, I would need a motion to make Rachel Morrison our part-time fiscal officer. We will not be getting rid of Melanie, but I would need a motion to
So
make her
moved.
part-time.
Second. Mr. Mattern,
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone,
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano,
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Mrs. Dameron.
Yay.
Thank you, council. Very, very much. Exciting big news here. I'll give you a quick little, Rachel, I don't think made it tonight, but I'll give you a quick little background. She is currently the clerk treasurer / village administrator assistant for the village of Caddis. She's a substitute teacher at Tiffin City Schools and Harrison Hills City Schools. She has her bachelor's and master's degree. Her major was in business administration, and her master's is in business administration. So, Rachel, we welcome you. Thank you, council, for approving my appointment this evening. And that is all I have. I will turn it over for the administrator report.
Thank you, Mayor. Real quick, got a couple things here. So the 2023 paving is completed. They came back a couple weeks ago and did the curb on Rex Avenue and Day Circle, and they did a nice job. And it was a very nice curb, and it's going to help those people, especially the ones that get flooded all the time. So they did a nice job. They had to find a plant that made that certain type of curb, which involves concrete in it as well. But Barbicas, which I should have asked them if they wanted to come down to the parade. I know they're in Akron, but these guys are awesome. They're the most awesome people I've ever worked with. They're just more than welcome to help. Call anytime. They'll get right back to you. So that is completed. Now, we've been working on the 2024 paving project, which is Caddis Road, from the traffic light at Caddis Road in Maine all the way to just past Big Lots and our corporation limits. That's a $750,000 project. That's going to include milling, repaving, manhole covers lifted and lowered, catch basins updated, vacuumed out, cameraed, looked at, made sure that they're good to go, curbs. The sidewalks is going to be a separate project, a TAP program. I'll talk about that later. So mid-December, by Christmas, we'll find out if OPWC gave the green light to our project. If we get it, if we don't get it, or if we're contingent, I should know by next council meeting if we got it, and that's what we're hoping for. The fiscal officer, the mayor talked about. So the 2023 capital grant is almost completed. Everything's ready to go with the dog park. We're moving on from that. Now we have the 2025, 2026 capital grant that was just released on the 28th of November. So we're starting on that to see what we can use that for, what we want to do. We're kind of brainstorming on that. The Ohio Department of Development just released a grant November 28th. This is a grant only. Now you can have a local match if you want. You don't have to, depending on your financial status. It's up to $5 million water, wastewater, stormwater project. The goal is $5 million for construction. No, you don't pay for engineering designs. They don't pay for that. Funds encumbered October 2024. It should be spent by 2026. The main purpose of this is to have a project, maybe one or two projects, a big project and a small project, ready to go, with very low engineering and shovel ready. So talking quickly and brainstorming with me, the mayor, Councill Engineering, our water lines are going to be the next thing to need replaced in the village. We're talking long-term, 10, 15, 20-year projects. So we talked about the main line coming through Wintersville from Wendy's, from Steubenville, all the way to Zelinski's or to the traffic light at Springdale. We have the engineering reports. John McDivitt, who's still here, who designed this road in 1985. That is our main line. I think it's a 12-inch line. That's something that we spoke about to maybe fund if possible. We're just brainstorming right now on projects. And we also have the pump house in Steubenville, between us and Steubenville, to refurbish that and have the ability to give them water like they give us water, because they're working on their water projects as well. So there's a couple different things that we can look at from that. And this would start a multi-phase project with our asset management for water for the next 10, 15, 20 years or however long. The Dana Lynn Road, the guardrail's been fixed. D&L Construction, right? Is that the name? Is it D&L?
Yeah.
Yeah, D&L Construction, make sure I got that right. They got it done within a day, repaired the guardrail, repaired everything that needed to be repaired. I ordered the street sign and pole from Municipal Signs in Columbiana County. Once that's in, we'll go down and get it, we'll set it up, and we'll be done. So that project is completed. That was going to be an in-house project, but with everything else that was going on, we had the money from the insurance company. I bid that out, priced it out, for repair. And that was about a $6,000 repair for everything, for the new guardrail and repairs. So that is completed, and everybody's happy on there. And I apologized to a couple of the residents on that street that sorry it took so long. And they were more than happy. It cost the taxpayers no money to fix that. The water meter project, I just got a confirmation there are about 900 meters that have been installed so far, so we're halfway there. The AEP pole is charged and online, ready to go. The water office is getting the new meters, addresses transfer over from the old system to the new system as we bring them in. That's going smooth. Deb and Tina are doing a great job on that. So our next step is we're going to dig a trench from the water department building to the new software box or electronic box. They got to put a new internet line in. TS Electric, Captain Fabian's going to work on that with our computer side of it. That will be done, should be done next week. The guys will have that line, I believe, dug either tomorrow or Monday. Then Core and Main will come down and start doing their part. The steps are, we get this done, we get it up and running, we get the software. It's 3 or 4, it's about 3 months to get all the computer software and everything to work the way it's supposed to. Get the new meter or the billing system up and running. The last thing will be the online portal. That's our last thing, because we got to get everything else running smooth. And it takes steps because we're getting new meters, we're getting a new billing system, we're transferring from the old system into the new system. There's a lot of work, and those girls have been doing a great job. We're going to be launching a new website for the Village of Wintersville, hopefully by January 1st, January 2nd. Also, we're going to launch a new actual Facebook page as well, January 1st or January 2nd. This will be an official page, and I'll have more information on that and how that's going to go. So that's kind of what Captain Fabian and myself are working on at this time. We're putting things together on that. The police department has their website, which is awesome. So we're going to be updating ours and doing ours as well. The easement on Cara Place, I talked with Warden Elmer today, James Faust, who's the surveyor. Everything is done. I met with him today out at the property on Cara Place. I met with the owner of the property. I also talked with Teddy from the sewer department. So, because the sewer department's involved with this easement, we're transferring it from the right side of the road to the left side of the road, 20 feet down to we have to build a road, which we're going to do. But everything's going smoothly. The homeowner, they're going to be responsible for their survey. We're going to pay our survey, and everybody has been on the same page. There's been no problems. It's all done here. He's got to go back and do some paperwork, and he will send us the certified copy of the address, the easement, and the property line pins and everything else like that. There's a couple things that I wanted to talk about. The building updates. So we've been updating security down on the second floor. Before I got here, the mayor updated with the floors and the painting and everything. The conference room, we want to make that an actual conference room, not a storage room. So George Petrella painted the inside. We're going to put new slats in where the blinds are. We're going to put like a wooden type floor. The furniture that we have is 25 years old, but it's in excellent shape. So one of the employees is going to use his carpet extractor, and he's going to touch up the wood, and he's already done it in the one office right as well. We can save that furniture for a while. It's not in bad shape. It's really in good shape. So have an actual conference room where the public wants to come in and they want to have meetings. We're going to have on the administrator's wall and on the conference room wall, we're going to have plugs in the wall for TVs, for Zoom meetings, and things like that. So we can have actual trainings and meetings and actually have a place where we can do that. So TS Electric's going to be doing that. There was a couple other little updates on electric that needed to be done in the village or on that second floor, and he's going to do it. Speaking of TS Electric, we've been working for a long time, actually been a couple years. The company that comes down and works on the traffic lights, it's called Traffic Control. The guy's name is Dave Clark, very nice guy. I think he's been there 10 years when I worked at PD. He comes from the other side of Pittsburgh. He doesn't mind coming down here, but it costs us a lot of money to come down here. So I got TS Electric to be the main electric company that's going to come in, work on the control boxes. He talked with, I got Dave in touch with TS Electric because actually they came down on a Sunday morning, and I met with Officer Hashberger and Norm from TS Electric about the box out there on 22 and 43. So I talked to Dave, and then I talked to Jason Eddy from TS Electric. He's interested. They're going to do it. So he's going to talk with Dave, and they're going to get everything going and start transitioning over. That's going to save us a lot of money and time because TS Electric's in Richmond, the guy's in Pittsburgh. And the guy loves the guy has no problem being here. It's just too far. And I get it, and I understand. So I kept in touch with the police department, let them know what was going on. The traffic light bulbs, off-the-wall signs, Matt Mazzaferro does it for other municipalities. He changes them. He just changed one at McDonald's for us about 2 weeks ago. There's another one out on 646 that's out. So he's going to be doing that. He bought a backstock of red lights, yellow, and greens. We also just had a arrow light coming out of Kroger's that was out. He replaced that. So he's going to do that. If some chance he can't do it, the backup will be TS Electric. And I'm going to try to look for somebody who TS Electric, if by some chance they can't do the traffic control boxes, there is another person that Matt Mazzaferro knows that does it. So a backup for a backup, so we're not stuck in a rainstorm or something because the lights are going out. So that's taken care of. That's been a work in progress, and I'm pretty excited about that. I just wanted to thank Councilman Penny for asking me to drive the float. That's the first parade I've ever been in my life, and I had my dog and then my girlfriend in there as well. That's the first parade I've ever actually been involved in or been to, other than not working in the police department all those years. So I had a good time. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That was a good time.
You drove like you were still in the police
Yeah,
department.
well, you know what? I was driving, you weren't. You were running around like a 10-year-old kid. But anyways, One more thing. We have a catch basin issue on Church Street. It's right before Long Street. So myself and Teddy went over and looked at it. It's going to be a job. And to the resident, I'm not going to say the resident's name. He knows who he is. It's been addressed. It's going to take a lot of work because there's 3 AEP poles in that location. You have an AEP pole and another pole and a leaner. And there's also a cable coming out of the catch basin. So what we did for now is we put a bigger grate on it for liability purposes. Don't want nobody to get, fall in or whatever. There's a little bit of an open hole. So what's going to have to happen is we're going to have to coordinate with AEP, Columbia Gas, and the cable company. They're going to have to stay there while we do this catch basin. This catch basin is going to have to be taken out because it's an old brick catch basin, dug out, and a precast is going to have to go in. So that will be the first job of the springtime, is that right there. We're going to coordinate. It's going to be a long day with a lot of people in there to make sure that the poles don't fall. The electric's got to get moved. Pole might have to come out and get held. But that has been addressed. We've already coordinated. We started coordinating with that for springtime. But I just want to let you know that catch basin is going to be the #1 job for the springtime and get taken care of. And I believe that's all I have, if anybody has any questions.
Hey, Jess, for the next meeting, can you give us Mayor said something about snow and plowing. Could you just give us an update for the next meeting? Like, how much have we committed to the contract, how much we have on hand, how much we have left? And it would also be nice to have an update of how many guys we can plow now that we've got some other vehicles and stuff. So that at the next meeting would be good.
Yeah, I can, it's no problem, no problem. Well, I will tell you this, there was 1,500 tons ordered last year, which we just made 90% of what we had to purchase. So we have extra that's in Cross Creek Township. Thank you for them for holding our salt. We have a commitment of only 900 tons this year. So if we make 90%, we'll be good. So we cut that was $80,000 that we spent in salt last year, and we cut it almost in half. So I'll get you the total amount of money.
Thanks, Jesse.
Yes,
That's great.
You're welcome.
One more, Jesse. Did we ever get those temporary streetlights yet?
So, yes, I'm glad you brought that up because I had it on here, and thank you for that. You're on it. So yesterday we had our temporary, our portable traffic signals delivered from the BWC grant. They came yesterday. We had a few guys start training on them. So we have 4 traffic lights that we can set up in a matter of minutes. You can use them on main streets, on side streets or whatever, for traffic control. You won't have to have an officer in the road. It's a safety thing. It's all automated, or you can do it manually or whatever. You just set them up. They're all computerized, and they have, they have sensors on each other. And you could actually, if you want to, set it up at 11 o'clock at night, click it on, and go home. You don't have to be there, and nobody has to do anything. And so you have 2 on one side and 2 on the other. Comes in a trailer, covered trailer. You load and go, and it has all the signage ready. It's got the cones. I get 22 cones, probably 10 different signs. Everything's in a nice enclosed trailer. You load it, you unload, and you go. You can plug it in on a Friday, Monday morning, unplug it. It's good for 5 to 7 days, and it's really nice. So we had a few guys down there. So this could be used for any department in the village. If a county department needs it, we will lend it to them because they've done that as well. ODOT lent us portable traffic lights back when we had one of those big tankers come in for gas and oil that broke down by Colonial Plaza. They helped us out there. If ODOT needs help, that's fine. It's a fire department. Call us. We'll load it up for you and get it out. I mean, it's there to help out the community. It doesn't take anything to load it and pull out and get it all done. So we'll have more trainings on it. Other people that didn't get to make it, and we'll have them come down and look at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jesse, I got one thing to add. For our council, just so you're aware, for our building maintenance plan, one thing we're looking into here for court is our back payment room. We're going to try to enclose that and possibly put in a small payment window. We had an incident of nothing major. Somebody that was at court just kind of get a little bit too close to Jen. So Chief and I said, it's time to make that a window. She can lock herself in that room and be secured so that nobody's that close to her paying her. Just a safety and security thing that we'll be doing up here, hopefully, and we're going to get some prices, and Lou's going to come up with the idea of how the security wall right there for payment will be. Just wanted to add that to the list.
So are we in an unfinished business? I take
Are you
it.
done, sir?
I'm done.
All right, thank you, Jesse. Yes, we are in unfinished business.
Okay, I just wanted to add that it does take a village. That's more true when it comes to a float. So I'd just like to properly thank Holly for the Polar Express signs. Those were 4-foot signs, and they probably took 1 to 2 days to make. So she saved us a lot of work on those signs, and they were beautiful. Obviously, Bob Koppa's been mentioned. He's my right-hand man and my muscle. So without him, it definitely wouldn't have happened. I'd like to thank the street department for letting us use the whole stall in their garage, helping us clean it up afterwards, and for helping us jack up the trailer to attach it to the truck. Also, our police and Mike's guys helped us lift that onto the trailer because we had to assemble it because we didn't have use of the trailer when we were building it. So it took about 8 people to lift that onto the trailer. So I'd also like to thank Joel John for coming through with a smoke machine. I ordered one from Amazon and it came broke, shocker. And then it was Cyber Monday, so it didn't come until the day after the parade. So Joel came through with the smoke machine. Dr. Coleflesh and his wife came through with the lumber. That was extra lumber that they had from an addition that they had on their house, and they gave it to us for free. I'd also like to thank Randy Spence for his financial contribution, Mayor Mike and Anita Petrella as well for financial contributions, and his company. He donated Garrett and John Anthony and multiple guys to load that wood and bring it to the street garage. So also I'd like to thank Jesse for being more than willing to pull us in that float. He did a great job. Well, I don't care what the mayor says. Also thank Tom and Sarah Gentile for the tires, those barrels that they gave us. I think they gave us around 10 or 11 barrels. If you would purchase those, they're over $100 a barrel. So to make the tires for that float, we had the donation from them. And I think that's about it. I was just a project manager. So
You did a lot of work. Anybody else for unfinished business? On the new business?
I have one. There was a resident came to me and said that on Leonard Avenue after the water break, the grade of the road's not real well. Not good shape. Leonard, he says there's a water break down there, and the way they graded the road is pretty rough.
Yeah.
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 So when it's
Asphalt?
gonna-
It's going to be fixed next week.
All right,
There's
thank you.
that. There was another spot. There's another couple smaller spots. The asphalt plant is still running, so hopefully the weather holds on. We have it scheduled for next week, though.
Thank you.
Are you guys going to dig that up?
Yeah,
The
it's
one
gonna- it's
spot
gotta
that's
come
really
out.
elevated?
Yeah, it's going to get milled out and get flat. Anybody else? New business? Jason? No? Anybody else got anything? All right. No transfers. We would need a motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern,
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone,
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano,
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay. Ms. Damerman.
Yay.
All right, we would need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Mattern,
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone,
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano.
Yay.
Mr. Spence, yay, and Ms. Damerman.
Yay.
Our next meeting will be Thursday, December 21st, 2023 at 7 PM. This meeting is adjourned.